Can we play a game real quick?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. So my business is AAA Productions. It's video production, doing social media and
Yeah.
commercial stuff for local businesses. Can we walk through, say I was talking to you as like a potential investor.
Yeah.
Can you ask me questions on like what would make you invest?
Oh,
Kinda
like a
go
mock
through-
investor call?
Yeah, I wanna see
I
what
like
that's
this
like.
idea. Yeah.
I've always wanted to know what this is like.
Okay. I mean, first of all, this would be a small business investment. It would be because it's a service-based firm, right?
Yes.
Okay. And I would have seen your pitch deck
Okay, so I would have to show you a piece. Okay.
or walk me through it.
Okay.
I'd want to see what the market size is. I would want to understand the big problem that you're solving, what your solution is and your secret sauce to that solution, what traction you have, why you, and what you would use with the money.
Okay. Well, right now in this case, I would already lose because I have an idea of that, but I would have to, from the last time I did that, I would have to go back and like figure that out again.
Yeah.
But would I have to like give you, like, say we're past that, would I have to give you like my yearly revenue now?
That's a good question. I mean, for some investors on the startup world, they like want to dig in. It really varies to the kind of investor that you have. Maybe if you're getting an investment from a bank or a more financially driven investor, they'd want to see like quarterly investor reports and stuff like that, or even monthly. I get lots of investor updates every month from various startups. It's just like a progress report, and it's sort of like, how is business? What's working? What's not? How much cash flow do you have? Do you need to raise more money? What are the dynamics? What do tariffs, how do they impact your business? All that stuff.
Okay, so first year, I'm gonna bleep all this out. First year, I lost.
That's fair.
Second year, I lost.
Uh-huh.
This past year, 2025, I think I would have done like maybe
In profit?
gross.
Revenue.
I don't know what that would like be
Okay.
profit-wise.
Cool.
Yeah,
So that is how many customers paying what?
last year. I'm gonna say 6 people paying any. Oh, dude, I don't know because my prices are like
Varied.
so varied.
Yeah.
Like, okay, let's just go with my hourly rate.
Uh-huh.
Of
Okay. And each project is maybe 10, 15 hours? Or it really varies?
very so hard. Yeah, because like I would sign with a client, and like during the summer we were doing 50 hours a week, and then before that we were doing like 20 hours a week.
So
and
it's
then,
seasonal.
Yeah, and then after the summer, it would be like 12 hours a week.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah. So I think what I would do if I were advising you, I would, I'm happy to talk later.
Yeah, 100%.
I think that what you need is some clear ICPs, like ideal customer profiles, some like 3 or 4 products that are standardized with standardized pricing. And if you have 6 happy customers from 2025, that's your marketing.
Okay.
Yeah, because this is like a small community. And if they are, the first thing that you would do is go out and get testimonials from them and write up case studies and have that ready to ship and then build a sales funnel. And then you get your list of like from the SBDC perhaps or the Chamber of Commerce, you get a list of all companies that fit your profile, which is that they are interested in social media or they attract a Gen Z population or whatever. They'd be a good fit for you. Maybe they map to some of the companies you've already served well and have good case studies. I'd pick them out, build a list of 100, take those case studies and collateral and go down, sale. Call each one, email it, visit each one.
Okay.
Give them a CD or like email them a link to all your case studies, that kind of thing.
So I can go to you and ask you for a client list that fits
I don't know if they do that. You do
I
that.
can't do that with the SBDC, but the chamber has a public directory, I think, with chamber members who like want to be on this directory so that people can find them. So I can give you get in contact with the chamber and just each of the chambers, and yeah.
There you go.
Okay, yeah. Okay. So then I can grow that 6 to 12 or 100 or something like that.
I would say a really good target is thinking of, you want to build out like a very loose back of the envelope budget. So let's say that you did at least I don't know, 100 hours. So you're building 6 customers times 2,000, let's just say that, right? 18K. So you want to get to a point where you can, I would say, triple this.
To get you to invest or?
Depends.
Okay.
Yeah, it depends on what I get for that, right?
Okay, yeah.
How much of the business do I own? How much direction do I help you with? At what point? Because really with small businesses, we don't see an exit potential necessarily, right? So then you would have to return based on dollars, right? So then you could pay through revenue. It's a different model.
And that's something you negotiate, and that's what they do in Shark Tank. So you'll be like, okay, I'm going to give you 50% of my business, and then you're going to invest X amount of money. And then she might come back and be like, okay, I'll give you that money, but you said 50%, I want 75. and then you're like, well, I only want to give it, and then you have that negotiation. Maybe you meet in the middle. And that's what I see on Shark Tank, and that's what I can imagine it goes.
What I imagine you doing is you don't need investors.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but like in the case of this scenario,
Yeah.
let's say I was doing 30 grand a year for 5 years or so.
Yeah.
Like 30 grand. And that was Dan. He was on
on the panel, the leadership
yeah,
panel.
and him and John Ballard were our 4th
Interview.
episode,
Oh,
yeah.
that must have been.
They founded LCV.
Yes,
Yeah.
Lost Coast. Yes.
But say I was doing 30 grand a year after implementing this. So 2026 did 30 grand, 2027 did 50, 2028, now we're at 75 grand.
Yeah.
And then I come to you and I'm like, here's all this information, here's what I did, here's my pitch. What would
I say?
Yeah, or like invest.
What would I say? I would say, why are you asking for money? You're doing something that works. Just do more of it and faster.
Okay.
And what I would say is, now that you have recurring revenue that over at least 3 or 4 years, now you go get a line of credit from a bank and you don't have to give up ownership of your company. All the proceeds you keep. You only want to raise money if you truly need it to build something. And technology is expensive to build, but this service is really selling yourself. And if you get to the point where you're doubling and growing by 30, 40% every year, keep doing it. But if you wanted to do it faster, if you wanted to build a tech-enabled product, then there'd be something to invest in.
Okay, interesting. Okay, so
I recommend, so my first company was bootstrapped. I recommend not getting investors unless you have to.
And what would a target, industry be for an investor? Technology?
I think technology for the venture stuff, things that can grow like double, triple, 10x year over year. So things that where once you build the thing, you can sell a lot of, For like service-based businesses, I'm working with a couple of clients like that who run like consulting firms or administrative offerings. You can easily hit $1 million in revenue. If you started to be able to do social media, and what if you started to offer it to all kinds of, maybe your target audience is restaurants around the world. You don't have to stay in the Humboldt area. You can be here and operate here, but you can serve a lot of other people.
Okay, interesting. I appreciate that. Yeah, that was a fun game.
I like that. And I'm going to take that for a lot of my clients I have here at the SBDC. And you said like, if you don't need investors, don't don't go looking for one, and just keep doing what you're doing more and faster. And
Yeah.
like that, I like that. That's like kind of what I want to say to a lot of my clients, but I'm afraid to. But like that's actually what I need to tell them is just keep doing what you're doing, but more and faster.
Yeah, and if you have like a clear roadmap where you want to like triple in size, and the gap to get there does require some dollars, there's also, I would say, a mixed capital strategy, which is, are there grants? Is there credit? Are there other loans that you can get?
Business competitions.
There's business competitions, yes, apply, where you don't have to give up a percentage of your company
I like
if
that.
you don't have to.
Definitely.
So would you prefer someone getting a line of credit over having an investor come on and taking a portion of your business?
I think it really depends. Really depends on the business. Like in some cases, you need the capital
Yeah.
because of what you're building and what you're trying to do. In many cases, though, I think entrepreneurs don't necessarily have to do that. Especially, I would say in a service-based business, I think you could easily hit 100K this year if you wanted to.
Okay. I'll be trying to do that.